Gentlemen, welcome to the lineup. We're at the Jordan store, 306 Yonge Street, in the heart of the dopest city in the world, the 6. You feel me?
D-Dot.
Speaking of 6, homegrown tout, RJ Barrett, Duke. These kids look incredible. Great team. So we got Zion, we got RJ, we got Reddish. This Duke team, is there any way in hell these guys could put up a fight with the Cavs, let's say, the Wiz, or even the Hawks? A game, 2 games, any?
No. Why? They're not professional athletes, man. They're still college players at the end of the day. Like, their game is way faster in the NBA. Those guys are way stronger. They would bully them out of the game.
If you ask RJ right now what he does for a living, he'll tell you he's a pro athlete.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He's probably getting paid like one too right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He might be. But one thing that's abundantly clear is Zion Williamson is incredibly impressive. I was only expecting him to be a dunker, but his ball handling, his passing, his shooting is impressive.
Shooting is not impressive.
I saw him hit 3 threes playing against Ryerson this summer right here.
Against who?
Against Ryerson this
that's cool.
Hey, a 3 is a 3 and a game is a game.
6'8", 285, the way he goes up and down the court and he's jamming on you, that's power. Like, to me, when he dunks, he reminds me of an old school Sean Kemp, man. And just the way, that like ferocity, he's jamming on you, he's giving you that mean mug. There's very few players at the college level and even at the NBA level, I think, that can match him at that 6'8" size.
He's a freak.
Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful to watch.
Are they getting any games on these 3 teams?
It's funny that you dropped the Wizards, though, because that was
Just
the playoff team last year to say that. There's 4 good players on that Duke team. You need 8 or 9 to play in the NBA. Those 5 to 7 guys on Duke, I don't know if you saw them, but they look more like me than Zion Williamson.
But have you seen how the Cavs are playing?
So
like,
what?
Come on,
Without giving up.
Even without Kevin Love, pick up a G League player. Those are 13 pros against boys. I'm sorry.
Who's the coach of the Cavs?
Larry Drew, yeah.
Who's the coach of the Duke Blue Devils?
Okay, so you're saying
I'm asking. Team USA.
Yeah.
Team USA.
So what? You still can't build a house with sand. At the end of the day, you need actual bricks.
Come on, you're not going to give me this analogy. Come on.
I'll bring analogy. I'll bring principles, psalms, whatever you need right now to break it down to you.
The only team they can't beat is Atlanta Hawks. Cleveland, Washington, man, they can't even handle themselves right now. I got to do all of them.
Speaking of struggling, good point. Speaking of struggling, your boy Bron, Lake Show. Your boy Bron, Lake Show. Obviously underperforming this year. Agreed?
Are they though? Are they?
Obviously underperforming, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Who do you put the blame on? You put it on Bron, you put it on Luke Walton, you put it on Irvin Magic Johnson. Who do you put it on?
I think the blame's got to go around always. I think I really
All 3?
do. I think Magic for bringing in players who necessarily don't spread the floor and kind of chunky up the offense.
Yeah.
It's Bron for not playing defense because once you set up a standard, for where defense goes, the rest kind of follows. And also Luke Walton for not running systems. Now I notice after he had that talk with Magic, the team's looking to run a little better. The ball's moving along. It's not sticking. He's giving Kuzma minutes, which he should have been doing from the start. I don't know why they're so focused on Brandon Ingram unless they're just trying to raise his stock value to trade him. But yeah, I think blame's got to go around equally.
But you know what? Like, let's just cool it for a little bit. This team is 5-6. It has 50% new roster. Their second best player, Brandon Ingram's missed 4 games. Rondo's missed 2 games. They're integrating themselves with the best player in the world, and learning how to win takes time. They looked embarrassingly bad against Toronto, but aside from that, they're 5-6. They're in the West. Like, I don't think it's too far of a shot for them to win 50 games still. So let's
50 games?
They're not winning 50 games.
But here's the thing. But you said a good point. You said in the West. In the West, 1 to 3 games can change your spot from 3 to 8.
For sure.
And you have to get it off.
So what's the expectations? Like, if they win 50 games, that's a success, and they do well in the playoffs. And I think that they're still going to get there. It just takes time to figure out how to win, especially for these young players.
I've already rolled out this year.
And the thing is, like, you already knew with the Lakers, like you said, integrating all these new players, they were gonna have a slow start, right? So that's why, to your point, I don't think they're underperforming. I think LeBron has a team right where they need to be right now. They're still gelling, right? And the losses that they've had were against tough teams. They lost to San Antonio. They lost to a couple of guys that are top tier teams.
Jimmy Butler hit a buzzer beater on them in
and they were
Minnesota.
all close losses too. So it's not like they're that far away from the target they want to be.
On that note, I got about 65 guys waiting for me at the floor, man. I gotta head out, man. So you guys, we gotta be out, man. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, good cut. That's a good chop.